Warning, this video is intended for audience who are 13 or older. If you are not 13 or older, please fuck off and tell your parents to moderate what you watch online. William, hey, what's up?
Yeah.
Hey, can we talk about the Muddites were literally breaking people's kneecaps this episode?
Oh, I mean, I thought that... Okay, so that's where that came from. I mean, not their kneecaps, more like their spines, Austin. More like their spines.
No, hitting them in their knees. I rewatched that scene. They literally hit a fucking random Japanese businessman in his knees. They were literally breaking people's kneecaps.
Okay, give me a second and rewatch that. Okay, I need... No, yeah, they were hitting him in, like, their backs, dude. I didn't see it. Yeah, they were. If you go to, like, around 5 minutes, yeah, I see them going for the backs, like, right there, dude.
Oh, is that what it is? From my angle, I thought they were hitting them in their kneecaps. I thought the Muddites honestly got intense, and there was suddenly a 1950 era gang monster. Like, oh boy, you better solve the riddle. Or this boss, there's a nice boss you got here in your house. God. Would be a shame. Your mother's business down the street. She's a sweet old woman working hard. Would be a shame if there was a fire.
Jesus, I mean, here's the thing, Austin. I know, like, you say, like, breaking kneecaps is bad. I think breaking spines is also as bad, if not worse.
Okay, yeah, would I rather have my spine broken or my kneecap broken?
Okay, here's the thing. One of them gives you the chance to walk again. Okay.
Yeah, the kneecap.
No,
the kneecap is what enables you to walk.
Yeah, so I mean, if there's a preference of what you want, then it would be the kneecaps because you have a chance to heal.
Wait, the spine does nothing, all right? We don't need the spine.
Yeah, sure. Right? It's not like it's the roadmap for the brain to tell your body to do everything else that it needs to do.
Look. I don't trust roadmaps, all right? They just lie.
Okay.
Roadmaps are a lie, all right?
Yeah, sure.
All right?
Yeah, Right? Yeah,
I saw the Anthem roadmap, all right? Still waiting for those content to come out, okay?
Oh my god, yeah, okay, sure. Fucking, okay, is this how we're opening it? I just noticed that we're just opening. Oh my god.
That's the opening bit, just talking about kneecaps and 1950 era mobsters trying to burn down your mother's restaurant down the street.
Jesus, I too watch Goodfellas, or whatever.
It was welcome to episode 32 of Mashin Sentai Kiramager. There's something about Sayo as part of our weekly unnamed discussion series about Mashin Sentai Kiramager. A weekly discussion series where I, Austin, that's me, a person with years of knowledge about tokusatsu and Super Sentai, I'm joined every week by my friend William. That's you, William. You are my friend.
It is me.
With no knowledge about Sentai or tokusatsu, as we discuss the latest Super Sentai season, Mashin Sentai Kiramager.
Yep. Oh, shoot. Oh,
Hey, there's a lot of issues I have in this episode, alright?
And what would they be?
Alright? Hey, first off, this episode's name is a parody of There's Something About Mary. I just realized that.
Yeah, it kind of is. Yeah, it kind of is. Yeah. That's one. Okay.
According to the Wikipedia translation, don't know what the subtitle translation is.
Okay. Yeah, sure. But
also the Rangers got real Snoopy all of a sudden in this episode.
Yeah, they're really invested in this Sayo's like freaking love life. I mean,
I'm fine that we get a Sayo episode and we get a character episode, they get the Sayo. But boy, they're just in there. They're like, oh boy, the Earth might be in danger, but we gotta find out who Sayo's trying to bang.
Yeah, we gotta know who she's trying to fuck. Anyway, but the thing is like I kind of appreciate them being interested, but it's like. My only negative is that it comes out of nowhere. It comes out of nowhere, and especially with like Tamatomo's like really like real from what I'm seeing, like it's like he seems like to be a close friend of Sayo, but it's like we had no indication beforehand.
Tamatomo was super invested this episode. All of a sudden, he's like I gotta know anything about. Oh boy, I follow her on Facebook. I follow her on Instagram. She hasn't accepted my LinkedIn request yet, but I maybe block on her Tumblr account. But boy, I'm super invested into Sayo this episode.
Yeah, it's just like it would have been fine if I got to see more character interactions in the background between Sayo and Tamatomo, where like he's like they're having a talk or whatever.
Yeah.
You know,
it's really fucking weird.
Yeah, it's just,
so Sayo's on a date, and apparently it's Christmas or some shit at this point.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I mean, it looks very Christmassy with the way the lights are on. I mean,
it's Christmas. It's Christmas in the middle, in the end of November. Okay?
No, remember they always put the Christmas decorations.
Does Japan celebrate Thanksgiving? Does Japan celebrate the founding of America?
You know
I want to say yes.
Yeah. Yeah, they celebrate the founding fathers of America. They celebrate them because they got nuked and got anime out of it. I guess, because that's exactly what it leads to. The founding of America leads to nukes, which leads to anime, Austin. So if that's not something to be grateful for, I don't know what is.
Hey, if anything came out of Godzilla came out of that, all right?
Oh, you know what? You know what? Yeah, I would nuke Japan all over again just for Godzilla.
Hold on, William. If you nuke Japan all over again for Godzilla, that means Matthew Broderick Godzilla will come back.
Okay, you know what? One bad movie out of all the other Godzilla movies I can take, okay? What
about Bryan Cranston's Godzilla, where they kill Bryan Cranston off in the first 10 minutes?
Look, man, at least that's not as bad, okay? Like, even King of Monsters, while it's, like, bad in the human drama, I still fucking love the shit out of it just for Godzilla and King Ghidorah and everything else.
Welcome to the Godzilla spoiler cast all of a sudden.
Also, it's so weird that they suddenly started to ship, like, freaking Mothra and Godzilla together, man. Just saying. But, anyway, let's get back to the fucking episode before we get to it.
Yeah, so Sayo's on a date, and then monster appear, and then a monster appear,
which isn't Godzilla,
shit.
just to let you know.
It isn't Godzilla, by the way. So Sayo's on this date with this mysterious super tech billionaire genius or some guy. He's like, oh boy, he's trying to tell Sayo something, but he can't tell Sayo. And Sayo's like, oh boy, what's he trying to tell me? And then all the other Rangers are trying to guess what what he's trying to tell me, and all of a sudden, like, oh boy, wow, everyone is super interested in Sayo's love life.
They're just really listening into it. I'm like, the thing is, like, I was confused for a second, but they are listening actively while the date is happening, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Right? Yeah. Doesn't that occur to them that is a major breach of privacy? Like, at all?
Look. As far as Tommy Tone is concerned, okay, it's not a breach of privacy until there's a restraining order, okay?
Jesus. I mean, wait. Why is it with more Tomatomo and why not with more what? Oh my God, I forgot his name. Blue Ranger. Give it to me.
Shigeru? But Shigeru is that fucking creeping on Sayo's fucking level?
No, I mean, no, but like, first of all, they all are, okay? So they can all get a restraining order.
Tomatomo is super interested in this.
Yeah, but like, I'm saying, if we're gonna talk about restraining orders, I feel like, if anything, maybe Shigeru's more like, okay, I'm not saying he's a creep or anything, but he's an actor, so I don't know if like, and he has like fans, right? So he'll like,
it almost as if we had an entire episode dedicated to a stalker fan.
So like, he could like, if anything, he could pull out a restraining order for those kinds of people. So I don't know, maybe he'd be more familiar with it.
Oh, okay, but apparently he probably just lets anyone stalk someone, right?
Oh,
so
okay.
we get our monster of the week. It's the Riddle mask. He's just a giant question mark. It's just a giant question mark.
No, look, he's not just a giant question mark.
That's the reason why this episode was so delayed for us to watch.
Why?
Because apparently there's a lot of fucking wordplay this episode that doesn't make any sense for a non-American audience. Right? Because whenever he speaks, right, you see there's some text that are in red, right, and then you see there is some text that are in blue. Apparently this relates to Japanese idioms.
Yeah, they love their wordplay and shit. Yeah, they like to.
Apparently that's why this episode was delayed for us to watch.
But wait, why?
Because they had to translate that shit. They have to figure out what's the wordplay and all that shit and translate it correctly. Because remember, just because a word in Japanese is... Just because the Japanese characters say this word, it doesn't automatically translate. Because, one word could mean different translations, right?
Oh, yeah. Because they have like 3 different ways to write out whatever they want, right? Or is it 2 different ways? Because I know it's katakana.
So basically like that. Because you have hiragana, katakana, and romaji and all that shit.
Yes.
Not romaji. And kanji. Sorry.
Kanji,
probably that's the reason why this episode was delayed. Because they're like, the sub was like, oh boy, we gotta figure out how to translate this correctly. So it kind of makes sense. Because, so apparently this Riddle Mask was doing a lot of Japanese wordplay this episode. Remember that episode where they were playing? Fuck, what was that episode with Senna when she had her high school rival when they were doing?
Oh yeah, the card game. Yeah.
Yeah, Harufune, I think. Was it Harufune?
Harufune, something like that.
Yeah, like that. Apparently that's what this episode was again. It's another fucking Japanese wordplay episode that makes no sense for us stupid gaijins, alright?
Yeah.
We gaijins will never understand Japanese.
Yes, arigato, gomen nasai.
Sumimasen.
Ramen.
Jesus fucking Christ.
Ramen. Hatsune Miku.
Naruto Shippuden.
Bleach. Wait, that's English.
Yes, anyway, yeah. So this Riddle mask comes out and he starts breaking people's kneecaps without solving the riddle.
Yeah, okay, yeah. Like he hears that his grandmother's kneecaps got broken.
Some guy tells you to solve the riddle. If you get there's like another guy that comes out and beats you with a bat.
Jesus, yeah. I like to imagine, like, if, like, because of the whole thing with, like, people getting their kneecaps or spines, whichever, were broken. I, like, when the thought came to me, like, when the doctor bailed on Sayo, I like to imagine he got a call about his grandmother's kneecaps or spine being broken because of this. She didn't have life alerts, so that, you know, it took them a while to find her. Anyway, it got really dark.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
So the monster put a curse. Instead of just killing the rangers there and getting the shit, he's like, nah, fuck it, you guys gotta solve my stupid puzzle.
I mean, to be fair,
solve my.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, but to be fair, that's kind of an OP power. Like, if he had, like, freaking, like, they had the question marks, and they literally can't touch him until they solve the riddle. Like, all their attacks just swerve out of the way. Like, what the fuck? It's insane. Yeah. Like, what kind of strong... Like, why wasn't he created in the first place?
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god, it's
just... Yeah, really strong. Also, this is why... Also, I hate fine dining. This is why it's a big fucking scam.
Wait, what?
This is why, because then we come back to Sayo and the guy storing their day, and we cut to their plate, and we see the plate. It's like, wow, this food is a scam. What the fuck is this? You pay $50 for that shit.
Oh yeah, because they put such a small amount in there, and it's just like it doesn't do shit.
And they do their stupid little aesthetic thing with the sauce where they make little dots. I don't give a fuck. Like, I don't want this fucking shit. Just fucking pour sauce on that shit. There's not enough sauce. This thing is too. I need more sauce.
There's not enough sauce. It doesn't fill you up. It doesn't do anything for you.
Then I get charged $50 for this.
Yeah,
fucking goddamn it, Gordon Ramsay. I got tricked. Gordon Ramsay tricked me again.
Oh wait, is Gordon Ramsay's food a big not like? I thought his food is good at least, right?
Oh, I don't fucking know. I never eaten Gordon Ramsay food
okay,
before.
so you're just getting on Gordon Ramsay. Okay, cool.
I don't know. Gordon Ramsay is the first person that comes to my mind when I think of fine cuisine. That and Chef Boyardee, all right?
Chef Boyardee. Oh my
Chef
god.
Boyardee is a pristine chef, all right? You don't just get to call yourself Chef Boyardee,
no.
okay?
Look, you forgot about Chef Ratatouille, okay?
Oh, you're right. You're right. And don't forget about the mayor of Flavor Town as well.
Oh my god, I forgot. Oh, you know what? You're right. We never forget Guy Fieri.
So Sayo's on her date, and then the guy just fucking leaves. He has a name problem, but I don't fucking remember.
Yeah, who cares, man?
I don't fucking... But don't worry, Sayo says her catchphrase again. I forgot about this. I forgot she has her catchphrase. Mm-hmm. This date was a mood.
Yeah, it certainly sets a mood. I mean, at least now, like, at least with the way
it makes sense. Within this context, this makes sense.
Yeah,
it's not stupid and forced. Unlike every single other time. Oh boy, that kid reconciled with his mom. What a mood.
Yeah, I know. God, man, it's just like it's such a long, like, all of it was just kind of forced. It's just like, oh, you know what? This is not the time and place, Sayo, when your friends are turning to stone or something, or whatever. I don't remember if they turned to stone. Yeah. I forget. Oh no, mannequins. Mm-hmm. No, whatever. You know, same thing. Yeah. Well, no, it's not the same.
Yeah, then we cut to Carantula and Yodana scheming, and like, oh boy, Garosa's doing his plan. Also, he's doing something.
They do an interesting thing when they show off the lore, like where they actually show off how the beasts are actually being created. I thought at the very least that was interesting.
Yeah,
so
we get to see these things being created. Instead of them just magically appearing.
Yeah, so it's like, oh, so this dark energy does serve a purpose. It's like, I mean, I knew dark energy was a thing, but I didn't know dark energy actually, made the beasts, So that's interesting.
Yeah.
But,
and lets me know why they need all these dark energy now all of a sudden.
Yeah, so it's like, oh, you know what? This whole meter thing that,
Tarantula has on his staff finally gets explained.
Yeah.
Because we see them with his staff all the entire season. Like, oh boy, what's with this fucking dial on his staff?
You think they explained it earlier, but no, I guess we'll just explain it like when half the season is over. To the Ranger
whose life are in mortal danger, but they don't care. They're like, oh boy, we gotta figure out Sayo's fucking love problems. Like, these Rangers' lives are technically in danger right now, right?
Yeah, Yeah, pretty
Because
much.
they can't literally do their fucking job of saving Japan.
Yeah, they have like the freaking question mark like just
And they're just
on
acting
there.
like it's nothing. They're like, oh boy,
You know what
oh boy.
you know what annoyed me the most is like Sayo figured it out, but doesn't bother saying what the answer is to them, and everyone else was
And then she
confused.
just leaves it like apparently because we established these characters aren't the smartest bunch of characters. What happens if they didn't figure it out and she left?
Yeah, I mean,
because apparently she figured it out.
Yeah, I
and then
mean,
she just left without saying anything.
Yeah, and she also has the benefit
Right?
of being well educated, so she could I could understand why. But I'm like, if she wasn't here, they would have been doomed. They would have been doomed forever.
Yeah, and then she just left without even saying anything. And then we have to then the characters finally they figured out. Imagine if there were still a bunch of idiots and they forgot. And they still didn't figure it out. I think what would have happened. Like, oh fuck, we can't figure it out.
Yeah, oh god, it would have been so bad.
Yeah, and also, hey, we finally see Garza again. Garza's back this episode, and also they brought up this is my biggest problem. I've been saying, why the fuck did they just bring in Bark with them? Why you gotta? Because now apparently people know where this fucking mythical eagle jet is.
Yeah,
right.
He just comes in and it's like, oh, now I shall bend you to my will. I'm like,
yeah, hey, none of this would have happened if they fucking just took Embark back to their fucking goddamn base. Because Embark can shift sides, right? All these girls can shift sides.
oh my god, and now it's just like, well, you know what? That's one ace out of the hole.
Hey, next time I'm just gonna leave the nuclear bomb in the open, alright?
Oh
and
my
hope
God.
no one comes and take it, alright?
Oh, you
I
know-
hope Godzilla just doesn't come and take the nuclear bomb. That's the one character I don't want to take the nuclear bomb.
Oh my
is
God.
Godzilla. Any other character, okay to take. Godzilla, no.
You know what's funny?
I'm just gonna put a sign. I'm gonna put a sign that says no Godzilla.
You know what's funny, Austin? That analogy is exactly what the story is in Black Ops, in the new Black Ops game for Call of Duty.
Oh, really? Is that
okay,
what it is?
let me-
Does Godzilla show up?
No, not Godzilla. No,
Oh,
no.
fuck.
So here's the thing, right? There's like, okay,
Okay.
real quick, because I just find it funny that like I watched the video for Call of Duty Cold War, and what you're saying is like leave a nuke out in the open. Here's the thing, okay? So, in the story of Cold War,
Okay.
you're
This is before or after the zombie DLC.
before the zombie DLC, okay?
Okay,
It depends
okay.
on the ending. There's a certain ending which it gets pretty wild, but
Oh, okay. Mm-hmm.
So the thing is, in the time of President Eisenhower, he apparently like
Okay.
during the ideological war between Russia and the United States, he had this wonderfully stupid and terrible idea. Okay, because
Okay.
he had an idea if the Russians ever ended up conquering Europe, he thought, you know what? Just in case, I'm gonna plant all these nukes in these major cities all around Europe. Hide them and keep them there, and if Russia ever decides to take over, I'll just blow up all of Europe.
Oh, okay. Oh, so oh, wow.
Yeah.
So anyone could have just fucking went in there.
No, but that's the thing. Here's the thing. That's what happens because then there's a terrorist. There's like I guess quote unquote terrorist group with this guy called Perseus who knows about these nukes, and he starts he starts finding about all of these nukes, and so basically he finds out, oh look, there's a nuke there. Oh, there's a nuke there. There's a nuke there. I could use this for my plan.
It's like Easter egg hunting. He's like, oh boy, it's Easter.
Yeah, it's insane because it's like America. It's like, oh my god, America. Like, it's such a dumb, stupid plot. Yeah, and there's a genuinely interesting story when you're playing a character called Belle, who can be male or female or whatever because they give you that option.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
And, you play as Belle, but you don't know much about this character except for what the other characters give you. They hand feed you like your background until you find out later on that through MK Ultra, because of course, right? They wiped your mind of your memories that you were once a Russian agent, right? And so you have the wonderful option of either joining the CIA, even though the CIA basically ruined you, basically stealing you away from Russia and like freaking basically fucking around with your mind, right? You could join with the CIA and stop the nukes from ever blowing up or happening, or lie to the CIA and form an ambush and tell them okay, the button is here when it's not actually here to blow up the nukes, and so ambush them and kill all your former teammates and join back in with Russia and blow up Europe, which is an actual ending that you can do. Okay.
Jesus Christ.
It's insane. It's such an insane plot for a fucking video game. Like I don't, yeah, but yeah, your analogy was basically that game, Austin.
Oh, come on. Except mine had Godzilla, so it's automatically better.
No. Remember, Austin, they blew up the nukes. So like they blew up so many nukes in Europe. They're guaranteed a Godzilla. Okay.
Oh, they're guaranteed a European Godzilla.
Exactly. We're gonna.
Oh boy, does he go around threatening to break your mother's restaurant down the street? He's like, ooh boy, and instead of a bat, he has like a tower. He broke up her, and then he's holding it like a bat. He's like, oh boy, that's a nice. And then he goes to a building. Oh boy, there's a nice building you got here. Would be a shame if something were to happen to it.
It'd be a shame if it broke this building's kneecaps.
Yeah.
Godzilla breaking kneecaps everywhere. Oh my god.
And then Godzilla is dressed like a 1950 mobster as well. He has
Oh
to
my
hat,
god! He has a slick back hair and everything. He brings out a switchblade comb.
Does he have a cigarette? Is he smoking a Cuban cigarette?
Yes, he's smoking a Cuban cigarette. He has a leather jacket with the switchblade comb and everything. He combs his hair back. Brings out a bat. Be a shame.
Does he have that weird scarf thingy that isn't a scarf that
the ascot or whatever? I think so.
No, the ascot goes around your neck. I think something that drapes over your shoulders.
Oh, the shawl or something, right?
What? Does it have a name?
I think it's a shawl. A shawl?
Oh, is this called a shawl? Oh, I thought it had like some weird fancy name.
I mean, shawl is a pretty weird fancy name in general.
Okay, you're right. It's already a fancy name.
Yeah.
Okay, but yeah, that's what European Godzilla does.
Can we get this drawn, please?
I mean, hey, you have you're the one that has a computer.
Damn it, you're right. Sure, I'll sketch out a 1950s mobster Godzilla. I'll just have to re-listen to this.
Okay, sure. Yeah, so then Godzilla comes and takes over and Bark because apparently they thought it was a good idea to leave him Bark by himself.
Yeah.
By the way, he's unwatched and he's not even protected in any way.
Yeah, he's not monitored. You think he'd be pretty important to at least keep tabs on him,
Yeah, he's just fucking. And then he goes to Adamanti. Where the fuck the
Adamald or whatever the hell you call it. Yeah.
Adamald to commit a second genocide. He's like, oh boy, now it's my chance to commit genocide too.
Oh my god, yeah. It's fucking But after that happens, real quick, Rangers solve the riddle, right? But then we go to the more interesting story bit where
with Sayo.
With Sayo goes with the doctor.
Yeah, also, but this is the part that doesn't get me. So basically, Sayo's a surgeon. This is DNA she's trying to solve, right?
Okay. So
I'm not a medical expert, all right? I don't have a medical degree. I don't know. I'm not gonna walk into a surgeon and be like, all right, let's do this medical exam, and then just start poking the guy like, does this do anything? Let's take this out.
No, but okay. To be fair to Sayo, okay, and
so educate me on this topic, all right?
Okay, no, as a surgeon, if anything, they have to keep on top of their game, so they also have to basically keep on top of the medical profession in general, or the medical field. So it's like the thing is, they will read papers. I feel like
there's a super advanced DNA gene splicing sequence, right? That your regular everyday surgeon probably isn't gonna know. I feel like there's an entire field dedicated to this, right? There's a whole DNA fucking specialist field, right?
Yeah,
it's really fucking weird, right?
I mean, yeah, but again, in defense of Sayo, okay. So the thing is. A doctor will want to keep up on what the latest discoveries are in the medical field in general. So
I understand keeping up with discoveries, right?
Yeah, but it's like if it can possibly relate to a condition of what your patient is going through, surgeon or not. Like if you're trying to go for
is this a Dr. House moment? Is this what it is?
You can think of it like a Dr. House moment. You kind of you have to keep abreast of the situation.
Okay, well, here's the problem. I didn't get this wrong at least 3 times first. All right, she has to get it wrong at least 3 times.
Yes, you're right. No, you're right. She needs to get her kneecaps broken so then she can get up. so then she can get addicted to Oxycontin and hobble on a cane.
She technically gets her kneecaps broken later this episode.
Oh, yeah, you know what? You're right. No, that's her origin story of her house of becoming house. Okay, there you go. Okay, she has to like no, but anyway, yeah, she gets brought in for a science experiment that she's helped solve because she happens to read up on a scientific paper. But then it turns out that Yodona actually had this doctor basically clone this plant, and then it has which apparently when released it'll just grow it'll just release this yodonium, this I don't know, something very specific to Jotunheim.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And so it will release and essentially destroy Earth, but make it as it terraforms the Earth into a second Jotunheim. So, pretty serious situation, first off.
Yeah.
Because that's actually pretty fucked. And then the doctor's like, I did it so that we can live, so that us two can live in exchange. So, yeah, I kind of hate this guy after that.
Yeah.
And then, but then, Yodona's like, "Ha! You thought we were gonna keep you alive, loser!" And then tries to destroy, like fucking kill him. But then, Sayo, basically is like, okay, you know what? No, I'm gonna turn into a Power Ranger. And he's like, what? You're a Power Ranger? And then, fucking, proceeds to defend him, and then knocks Yodona on her ass, I will say, because holy shit, I didn't expect Yodona.
Yeah, he just got knocked out.
Yeah, I did not expect that at all. Like, Yodona is like, I treat as a pretty serious threat, and so I didn't expect that to happen at all. Like, that was a surprise. But, oh, excuse me. But then she's basically she does one of the weirdest moves I've seen. Where she takes off her morpher, hands it to the doctor guy, and tells him to go find her friends, and then decides to hold off the Muddites and Yodona behind, which is kind of weird.
Here's the worst thing. They spent 20 seconds just standing there talking about that plan before enacting it, right?
Yeah, I mean,
they knock Yodona out there. They're like, all right, here's the plan. Right?
Yeah, it's like you could have just taken the guy and ran, and then with her character, I could understand her trying to keep him alive anyway. She's not the kind of person who would just leave him for dead anyway.
Yeah,
but it's like,
but Yodona was knocked out.
Yeah, she was knocked out, and just like, what's stopping you from grabbing the guy and leaving? Nothing stopping you. I mean, I know you're just this happens just so that we can raise the stakes in the next episode, but good lord.
Also, real quick, I'm rewatching this series now. She literally unmorphs, spends like 30 seconds talking to this guy, like, you know what, they get A, but they're like, should we get out of here? Like, William, the building might be on fire, alright, because we didn't pay Godzilla the money for the restaurant to protect it, right? But they're like, should we leave? Right?
Yeah. So it's like, you think it'd be rather pertinent, so, it's just, well, you know what? Fucking hell. Just go off, I guess. Go ahead and just, give your life, even though there's no reason for you to do it.
Yeah. But then we do get this cool shot of Sayo where she steals the Muddites' fucking rake. By the way, the weapons are still fucking rakes, by the way. I keep forgetting that. Every episode, I'm just reminded that the fucking Muddites' weapons are fucking rake.
Yeah, I'm still weirded out, but also I'm surprised that she didn't shoot anybody,
Oh, that's my fault. They could be a gun as well. I forgot about that shit.
It happened in one episode, and they don't really do that anymore, man. Like, they could cause some freaking damage.
Yeah.
But, I guess not, for some reason.
Yeah, so then we come back to the Rangers, and then instead of just killing the guy, instead of just
give him a
shoot him, right?
Yeah.
They're like, well, we're going to give you a chance. I'm like, no, just shoot him. Why are you guys spending so much time with this? This feels like doesn't need to be a debate all of a sudden. That they need to be like, we're going to give you a chance. Right?
Yeah.
Like, even if the favorites are stacked in their favor in the Kiramager side, right? I feel like, do we really want to take this chance, right? Because they're fighting the literal embodiment of a riddle, right? They're like, oh boy, this guy's like, look, if there's anyone who I don't want to challenge to a riddle contest, probably be the guy that knows about riddles, alright?
Yeah, like, the Riddler or something, which he's kind of the equivalent of in this right now.
Yeah, so it's pretty much that. It's really fucking weird, and they're just like, oh boy, we gotta give him a riddle.
Yeah, but hey, he blows up in the end, and that's fine. But
Yeah.
I guess.
Also,
it's
there's
fine.
like this weird fucking I don't like this scene transition, by the way. Like after they killed the guy, right? They do their pose.
Oh,
They do
yeah,
their pose, right?
And then
And then the doctor guy calls him like, "Hey, yo, hey, Sayo's been kidnapped, right?" Like,
yeah, Sayo's been kidnapped, and it's just like it's very serious. It's like, but it's very suddenly cut to, so it's very.
It's like really. I feel like they filmed a scene in between this, right? And they got cut at some point, right? Because we talked about this, right? Because as you know, from a TV production or a show or any type of production, you're gonna film a lot of stuff that doesn't make it to the final cut, right? That's the reality of any production that gets made, right?
Yeah.
You're gonna film a bunch of stuff, doesn't make it to the final. This I feel like whenever they cut felt pretty important because this is such a weird transition.
Yeah. Because, oh god, it's just so weird. I feel like
because we see the Rangers are in this location, right? They're in location A. I'm gonna call this location A. The Doctor location C, right? Where Sal's being held, all right?
Yeah.
And then they go to location F for no reason, like they just go to this location, like where is this? I don't know the relationship of this location to where any of these characters are. It's so fucking weird. This this shot. It's like the most awkward shot of this episode.
Yeah, but then it cuts to like where we start. Well, basically, everyone's in deep shit because Sayo's been taken. They learned that their friend's been taken. They learned that three gigantic beasts has been released. You get Garza being.
Yeah, Garza's about to commit genocide again.
Yeah,
he's like, oh boy, I'm back. He's like, I'm back. I'm gonna kill my brother for the second time.
Mm-hmm. You get a conversation with Yodona. You see Sayo being dragged off into the void, and like it's like
after her kneecaps get broken.
Her kneecaps get broken, and then she gets dragged away.
Really fucking. I'm rewatching this shot. It's really fucking bad too.
Yeah.
That doesn't paint a good. Like you just see them dragging the Sayo's actress in the background as Yodana's like, oh boy, this does not look good.
Yeah, I know, it's kind of funny. Yeah. Also, like, is it just me? But she seems to have like this weird red tinting around her eyes or something.
Who?
On Sayo.
Oh, was it as they drag her in the back?
Yeah,
let me rewatch.
Just rewatch it and you'll see it. It's like
I see people wearing. Okay, where the fuck's this scene? No, I think it's just the lighting on this. I don't know. It feels like really weird. Her face is really well lit for some reason as they drag her back.
To be fair,
I don't know why. Like her body's in the shadow, right?
Yeah.
But her body's in the shadow, but her face is really very well lit.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, to be fair, it is. If we're talking about just her face, I mean, I don't know where to place the lights, man. But I mean, you want to know who's being dragged into the void, I guess. But but yeah, then you see like the three gigantic beasts. Honestly, just come in to like fuck around with the city. It's a pretty dire situation.
Yeah.
And then
we just see a monster with a fucking stupid tank for a head.
Yeah.
By the way, I could have taken the other two monsters. I could have taken seriously because one of them had like this super spooky demon like samurai helmet head, right?
Yeah.
Right, and the other one has like this. I think African shield, right? Is that? I feel like that's the inspiration for this monster, right?
I think so, yeah.
It's like this African shield. Then you see this guy with a tank and he has eyes just painted on it. It's so fucking stupid.
Yeah.
I couldn't take that one seriously. Like the other two, I was fine with. Like, all right, they're spooky enough. Then you got this thing with a fucking tank. It's so fucking stupid.
Yeah, it's not the greatest looking one. But,
yeah, it's not like out of the three, probably the least intimidating one, right? The other two, I would pay the money so they'll burn down my mother's restaurant down the street.
Yeah. I mean, it's a thing, but yeah, they're in a pretty dire situation, and all is not well. And then it cuts.
Yeah, and then we finally get the ending again after 8 weeks of fucking character ending. We're back to the original ending.
Yeah, who think we'd missed that, man? Who knew?
Yeah, hey, by the way, Takemichi's still not fucking in with the dancing with the main cast. He's just fucking doing his own shit.
Yeah.
They had 8 weeks to fucking go refilm the ending sequence, and they were like, fuck it. Right? That's the worst thing about this. They had 8 weeks of this shit. Of what I assume is 8 weeks of production to go and refilm this shit, right? Like I probably had no point. They're like, hey, should we refilm the ending sequence? Nah, fuck that.
Yeah.
Right?
But that's how the episode ends. I mean, I enjoyed it.
Yeah.
Again,
it's a plot-driven episode.
Yeah. It's just I can't help but poke fun at certain things, and especially because
Yeah.
it's like there are some legitimate criticisms. That's like this 30-second talk where it's like, go, you go as I hold them off. It's like, no, we could just go. We could both go. It's like, no, I had to sacrifice myself for this moment, and it's like it's one of the few things I'm just like, this didn't need to happen.
It feels like something out of a fucking. Look, do you know whatever? It reminds me of the ending of Titanic, right?
Oh my god, where like it's the thing where like you can just get on the raft, Jack.
Yeah, because people have done research on the door and everything, and then they found out that apparently Jack could have actually fit on the door, apparently, right?
Yeah, he could have gotten on it, but I guess not.
But he was like, no, I was like, no, Captain, you can't go on. You have to go do the Inception. You
You have to go deeper.
Right?
Oh my God.
That's what it felt like. Like they could have ran. The worst they could have ran, there was nothing of value in that room left, as far as we were concerned, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like, because they said, like, oh boy, you can't defeat the seed of evil, right? They're like, well, why don't you guys just fucking leave? You guys can just leave at this point. They're like, no, we got one of us has to sacrifice ourselves. And we're like, oh, yeah, that was it.
Yeah, that's kind of like my major issue with it. But who knows?
Yeah.
Maybe there's a bigger emotional payoff that happens in the next episode.
Hey, maybe don't break the Mudite's kneecaps next episode.
God damn it! So fucking. Why did we have to go into breaking kneecaps, man? Oh my god!
Look, I legitimately thought the Muddites were breaking kneecaps the first time I watched this episode. It wasn't until you told me that they were breaking the
backs, they're breaking spines.
The backside that I realized, oh no, they weren't breaking kneecaps. Because the first time I watched it, I was laughing because I was like, did I just break some Japanese businessman kneecaps?
Oh my god, yeah, but oh god, no, it was a fine episode, yeah.
Yeah, alright, that's it. That's it. See you next. That's all we have to say at this point. Anything else?
Don't break people's kneecaps. It's not fun with it.
Yeah. Hey, pay. Remember to pay the mob. That's also a thing too.
Yeah, and also pay off Godzilla. Don't skip on that payment.
Jesus fucking Christ! All right, that's it. All right, coronavirus is still a thing. Wash your hand. Okay, thanks. Bye.